Hey guys, what's up? It's Born a Brawler welcoming you back to the Pokemon TCG Pocket journey for day 16. And so we will be getting into our card for the day. And this one's another kind of unique one, so I have it right here. It is an Altaria, and if you'll notice down here at the bottom, it's actually got some e-reader functionality. Now, I'm sure very few people are going to even remember or know what the e-reader was. It was a Nintendo peripheral that kind of failed miserably. But I like Altaria. It's just one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. And of all the Gen 3 dragons, like, it's definitely up there. I think I probably would even put it above Salamence, but not above Flygon. Flygon is the OG. But all of the dragons in Gen 3 are fantastic, and I figured I'd give an opportunity to show off that Altaria. But, of course, we still have some game to play here, so let me go ahead and get on over to Pokemon TCG Pocket. Okay, and as per tradition at this point, going for a Mewtwo pack first and foremost. Then I think we'll switch on over to a Pikachu pack. Get this right here and swap it open. Graplock, that is a new one. Cottony, not a new one. Hitmonlee, Weedle, and Porygon. Let me check this Porygon. Is it actually worth playing? Pretending you may look at the top part of your deck. Yeah, 50 HP Pokemon only doing 20 damage. It's kind of just okay. There's a chance, I guess, you could run across Porygon 2 and Porygon Z, but I have not seen those yet. 2 fighting-type Pokemon added to the collection, and so we'll go back up and open a Pikachu. Slide over here, pick this one, slice it. Litzel, Graveler, Clobbopus, Double, and Slowbro. I am pretty sure, yep, that was all dupes. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're starting to get up there now in a collection, so not surprising that we would get a pack eventually that's just like nothing really new. Going to go ahead and also take a look at our Wonder Pick here, and I may be using one of our hourglasses today just kind of to see. Oh my gosh, this is a double hitter for Ditto, if I really wanted to go for that. Not a whole lot else. I mean, the Charizard EX is cool and all, but we really don't have that much to build around it. Misty is a good Pokemon. He's a good trainer card. And tell how fried my brain is today. That is it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think we're actually going to use an hourglass and try and get this Ditto here. Juices up 1 hour of stamina recovery, and we're gonna go ahead and do a Wonder Pick here again. So actually, there are multiple cards. I didn't even realize there are actually several cards in here that we want. I'm going to pick the top left. You saw me tap the bottom left there. Which one was that one? What did I miss? So Ekans actually is one that we did want to see. That is another one that has just been missing from our collection. Ralts. Okay, so maybe not perfect since it wouldn't have been a brand new card, but of course, Ralts would have still been needed if we wanted to run the Guard War stuff. So really the only card that we did not want to see there is Ghastly. Again, the fact that we had to use not 3 hourglasses, but 3 of our Wonder Pick hearts on it is a little steep, but had to take that risk, try and get that shiny Ditto. Not actually a shiny Ditto, it was just like a art card Ditto. Complete our missions for the day. And claim the 4 pack hourglasses. And head on over to battle mode. See, at this point, it's really just, I guess, doing a lot of cleanup, seeing what we can do for these missions. So you may wonder why I'm here. I am actually going to see if I can make use of this dark deck that we have here. It is by no means nothing fantastic, but I do think that because we've only got, you know, the 20 cards that we actually need to get for it, and we just got that Ekans, at the very least, we can actually make something competent out of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back up to the step-up battle here, and we are going to try our brand new deck versus that. Are we able to name it? Okay. Name it from here. We'll just name it quite literally Toxic. And go at it. Again, this is really just for the missions, but I am curious to kind of just test and see. I think one of the things that's also really great about these solo modes is that I kind of mentioned it before, but it just gives you a really good opportunity to kind of test the decks that you're really curious about trying. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see any other basic Pokemon here besides Farfetch, but at least Farfetch is one of the better ones that we can see, so. Not too worked up about it here, but we will need to see at least some more basics here. And I see 2 giant Evolve Mucks. Coughing, that will not really help us here, but go ahead and go with Farfetch'd. Getting some good damage versus that Jigglypuff. And they won't be able to attack. Another Farfetch'd, I mean, very cool, but we want to see the cards that we actually put in this deck. Look, I know Farfetch'd, you're bloodthirsty, you're our man, you're our goat, but we got these other guys out to play for a reason. Please give them the light of day. I'm just gonna switch out here. Oh boy, okay, let's X-Speed here. We actually do need to keep looking at getting KOs with our Dark-type Pokemon, because that's what most of the challenges will be for, doing KOs, doing super effective damage. But this is, again, the very, very, very early on AI opponent, so I think we should be pretty okay here. That's 2. We won't be able to actually see Muck here, but we can at least do the evolution. Oh, there y'all are now. Look at that. Maybe I'll be rude. I'll switch out on the last hit to let Muck go for the KO. Professor's Research, yeah, would have been good to see you, like, turn 1 or 2. Just keep playing these. Ekans, alright. Go ahead and retreat. Put a Muck. Attach, so that way we can actually attack this turn. It'd be tragic if I just kind of ignored that. And there you go. Yeah, Muck being able to do a potential, what was that, 120 damage for a stage 2, and that's technically 130 damage in a turn due to the poison of Pokemon Checkup. It's pretty wicked. I don't think that there are many lower level cards that'd be able to live that, and especially some of these weaker, more frail psychic types I think would also be in a hard matchup. We're gonna move on to the next tier. Okay, there's the Alakazam deck. I'm okay with that. Ekans is probably not the one we want to see, since it's going to be hard looking for the Arbok, but what can you do? Coughing, that is a very good one to see here. We will go ahead and just attach, though. Decide to attach the Eradicate, that makes sense. Alright, I can see it's really wanting us to use Weezing here, so I think that we are going to entertain the idea, retreat, put in Weezing, and first we are actually able to use the ability. So Jigglypuff is now poisoned. We will do our 30 damage with Tackle, and on Pokemon Checkup, Jigglypuff will get KO'd due to poison. I just see Eradicate come in here, probably try and take a chunk out of us. The good news is that with our potion, we're actually going to be able to live a couple of attacks here with Weezing. I could be a jerk. And Sabrina. No, I don't think I want to use that yet. We will go ahead and poison the Eradicate. So I'll be at half now. Actually going for the retreat. I will live that. We see both mucks here. I'm sensing a trend. We do want to use this potion here. Reason being is because... The reason being is because Clefable actually could come out, and if we do see Clefable, what'll happen is that not only will Clefairy heal from the poison, but I think they'd be able to do 60 damage with the one attack. Oh, I keep switching out, huh? Well, good news for us is that pretty much no matter what, they won't be able to take a KO here. Go ahead and put that on. Go for the poison. And go for a tackle. So they would need to draw and evolve Clefairy this turn, I think, to be able to have an option for KOing. Instead decided to put in the Furo. They do actually get the Clefable and the Golurk. Are they gonna retreat? Yep. This is more like what I expected. Okay. I think I will be tempted to use Sabrina next turn. Go ahead and use this. Football and see Farfetch'd. I realized after using the professor's research, you can only use one supporter. So instead, what we are going to do is we are just going to pass turn. Clefable still wouldn't be able to KO us even within about 4 turns. It'd be what it'd take. And even without the poison effect, let's go ahead and let's do that. Even without the poison effect, Clefable will be still KO'd here. Very nice. Ah, okay. Have to do this one more time since we're not getting all the darkness KOs. As much as I want to put Grimer in the active, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, see a Mewtwo here. So we'll actually be able to KO this Rattata on the first turn, which is extremely good. Okay, thank you for the gas. Going to Pokeball here, make certain that we're getting a basic. I think I'm going to avoid putting that on the bench. Mark and Grimer. KOs are the boys that we do want to see. And really, I think this early KOs, all this is meant to do is really just secure us, so that way, as we go throughout the battle and try and get the remainder of our KOs here, we don't have too much to worry about. Yeah, this is the kind of hand that you really want to see. Pokeballs and Professor's Research one after another. It's beautiful, I tell you. Go ahead and evolve. So I think the only bad thing is that it kind of occurred to me, and I was thinking to myself, why did we not get those challenges for the dark type? Because to me, I would have thought that we would have completed them. Well, no, we didn't complete them, because I think most of their Pokemon died to poison and not to our actual Pokemon's attack, which is a ruling technically in Pokemon. That, like, sometimes if you die between Pokemon checkup, you know, it is a knockout, but you won't always get the effect of a specific move if you just don't, you know, you don't happen to hit it right. Alright, we'll go ahead and put in Weezing. Because we need to get a Dark KO. What we'll likely see is we'll see the Mewtwo come in here. So it will get a KO on our Weezing. But that is also the first KO that the AI opponent has gotten this whole game, so we should be pretty good here. I think the only exception would be is if they chicken out and they use Chansey here. You know what? Let's red card. Make sure they got a little less that they're working with here. So the Mewtwo will not be able to attack. Did not see the switch, okay. I think they just submitted pretty much at that point. Go ahead for another knockout, and that should get the challenge finished. Good job, boys. Alright, and though that was just some pretty easy fights here, you know, we just did the beginner and the intermediates, I do have to leave myself some stuff to do here later, and we do have these psychic decks we can still fight against. So I think what I am going to do is at least wait and see if we can give that a try with our brand new dark deck. Again, not anything spectacular, you know, we're not seeing a bunch of flashy EX Pokemon on our bench or being put into play, but all the same, still pretty effective. And I think even Muck has just been making the rounds on YouTube videos just because it's like, oh, it's this huge Pokemon that can take out easy KOs, you can poison your opponent's Pokemon once and you can KO an EX or stuff like that. Still don't have the collection to really abuse, I guess, stuff like that, but in any case, that'll be it for me today. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night or day wherever you may be. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, I will see you guys later. See ya!